What's going on, people? Fight Pack Media here, just here with a quick update. Yeah, got a statement from the WBC regarding the Dillian Whyte situation. By now, if you haven't heard of it, it's a pretty weird scenario. We got some unconfirmed reports from Thomas Hauser saying, a respected journalist, I must say, on boxing scene. He basically stated that the A sample from Dillian Whyte came back with adverse findings. From what we know, speaking from Eddie Hearn, they had a panel on the day of the fight, so it was discussed. The whole situation is very ambiguous. We don't really know what's going on. From VADA, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on from UCAD. We don't know what's going on from the British Board of Boxing Control. And we don't really know what's going on the Dillian Whyte Matchroom Eddie Hearn side. Even Oscar Rivas and his team have gone radio silent. Maybe because they're processing a case to overturn their results. Only we should see in due time. But I always suspect this will take a couple of months. However, the WBC have come out with some new information today. And it's just a statement regarding their stance on the situation. They're basically saying they are provisionally suspended recognition of him as interim heavyweight champ and as the mandatory for Deontay Wilder. They have a whole statement here. I'll show you guys. The statement basically reads as such. One second. An A sample UCAD collected from Mr. Dillian Whyte in relation with his bout against Oscar Rivas yielded an adverse finding. In light of that adverse finding and pending the outcome of the WBC's own investigation and adjudicatory process, the WBC is provisionally suspending the WBC's recognition of Dillian Whyte as WBC interim world heavyweight champion and mandatory challenger of the division. The WBC has notified Mr. Whyte and his team of the WBC suspension and that it will afford Mr. Whyte the opportunity to present its position to the WBC at an investigative hearing which will take place at a place and time to be announced in the near future. Throughout its investigation hearing, the WBC will afford Mr. Whyte and his team the opportunity to present any available information and materials and exculpatory evidence that might deem appropriate. Now, I believe this decision is it's a reactionary decision due to the pressures of, not even the pressure, the whole media storm, it's a very ugly situation. There's a lot of propaganda behind it. Everyone's taking a moralistic kind of view. Everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, and some people have issue with the fact that Oscar Rivas was never informed. Some people want to know what happened with Dillian Whyte. Did he test positive for steroids? Did he prove that it was a contaminated batch? We'll see. The funny thing is, in this scenario, I feel as though the WC have already kind of made their mind up with this. They're saying basically they're suspending him, but knowing that he never failed a VADA test, pretty much certifies that he's lost his mandatory shot, he's lost his interim status, and I feel as though it will be very difficult for him to prove to them because, from what I know so far, listen to Eddie Hearn interviews, the VADA drug tests were used to prove his case in the UCAD hearing. However, VADA already know he never passed those drug tests. Will he be able to bring the UCAD with the adverse findings to help his VADA case or his WBC case? Yeah, slim chance. I feel that it's just a sign of things to come. I feel as though he's lost his process. And it's very unfortunate because I felt as though I wanted to see that fight, but it is what it is. If he did fail and this is without any sort of justifiable cause, because cross-contamination is a real possibility. There are products on the shelf that say they don't have these ingredients, but they do. A lot of them are made in the same lab. A lot of them you would come across in the same kind of facilities being made. Human error is a possibility. However, we're in a sport which a lot of people are claiming that it's rife with cheats. So you have to understand the zero tolerance policy. Now, I just hope he gets his ban with the WBC and he gets reinstated to his position, similar to where Canelo got to fight for a world title. Although it was a voluntary, they did make way for. They didn't give Triple G any mandatories between that. And within 6 months, less than 6 months, within 6 months, Canelo was fighting for a WBC title. Hopefully that's the kind of case, because Dillian Whyte realistically was not going to fight Deontay Wilder for at least a year, because Deontay Wilder's tied up with Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, and there's a rematch in there. So at best, Dillian Whyte would have got his shot after the second Fury fight. Deontay Wilder's fighting in November against Ortiz. Let's say he takes 1 month break, gets into another 3 month camp, fighting at best March or February at best against Tyson Fury. So another camp will take 3 to 4 months. 3 months, let's say 3 months, including holiday, 3 to 4 months from March, February, which is roughly around June, July. Now, if that's the case, I don't let him get banned. Give him his ban. Give him his chance to fight for this position again. If that's the case, don't just wipe him off the map and act like he will never be a part of the WBC ranking again, because the WBC sometimes do. I won't even say show favorable position to certain fighters when they have drug issues, but they show be consistent. David Benavidez failed the drug test and was given what position? He was given they stripped him of his title, but they made him emeritus champion, meaning that he could fight for his title as soon as he comes back. He did some rehab, went away, got a warm up fight, and then he literally fighting for his title in a couple months. Now, if that's the case, let him do that. Same as Canelo, same thing happened. 6 months out, came back for the title. I'll hope the WBC in this case show consistency. I don't want them to show leniency. I want them to show consistency in this case. If Dillian Whyte pops, give him his ban, but give him the chance to fight for his manager position again. Hopefully that's not the case. Well, like I said, I doubt we're going to find out anything really in the next couple of weeks. I think give it a couple of months and then the whole case should be out there. The WBC as well, they do also do retroactive bans. So if Dillian Whyte's information does come out in the next couple of months, I believe they'll consider it from this date that the fight happened. So I believe he should just get over and done with. I don't know what he's waiting for so long. Maybe he's suing these people who came out with the article. Maybe he never even popped at all, and I don't know. It's yet to be seen. Like I said, I just hope they show consistency in this case. Fight Pack Media here with the information. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment on this. What do you guys think? What do you think should happen in this scenario? Let me know.